Hi, we just finished practicing intonation practice and word stress practice on Wednesday, May 19th. So let's get started with the sentences. Uh, what do you want to do tonight is very choppy. So you find the most important words, what and do. And then you just with that, what do you want to do tonight? And then you can make more connections and sound changes. So, what do you can change to what do ya, or you can say whatcha. So, want to changes to wanna, and tonight is tonight. So now there's all these uhs, and the only vowels are do and night. What do you want to do tonight? What do you want to do tonight? What do you want to do tonight? And it'll end on night coming down because it's a WH question. It's a who, what, why, when, where. If the answer to the question is a real word and not yes or no, then the direction will come down. That's why it goes down. Instead of the one row 5, it's a yes no question. The answer should be yes or no. So the whole direction will go up. Have you ever woken up groggy and irritable from a nap? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Have you ever woken up groggy and irritable from a nap? Lots of connections with woken up and irritable from a nap. And I put groggy and irritable over here to show that when you have, well, they're unusual words, groggy and irritable. Groggy and irritable. Instead of studying, we rode around in the car. Instead of. So I'm not really going to say the v and of. Instead of. Instead of studying, oh, I went too high. Instead of studying, we rode around in the car. He got up on the wrong side of the bed. He got up on the wrong side of the bed. Side of the bed. I forgot to make that connection there. Side. That silent E doesn't affect the D connecting to the O and of. And side of the. Side of the. So I put the connection here. I just didn't mark it here. I don't have to say of. I can just say side of the. He got up on the wrong side of the bed. He got up on the wrong side of the bed. Here's something I noticed a few years ago. Here's something I noticed a few years ago. Why not try making something new? Why not try making something new? Why not? Why not try making something new? The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Lots of A practice here. So, A, you should feel your tongue rising. In the vowel diagram on this tab, A. This is hey, which is the vowel for rain, Spain, Maine, plain. That's good practice. I love California weather, but I miss the rain sometimes. It is very dry here. I love California weather. Dun 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 dun. Dun. But I. So I changed the T in but to a D because it connects. But I miss the rain sometimes. It is. I changed the T to a D and the S to a Z because it is sounds like a Z. It is. It is. I love California weather, but I miss the rain sometimes. It is very dry here. And we didn't do this one. Where the heck have you been for the rest of my life? Um, that's a kind of combining two phrases. Where the heck have you been for my whole life? Where have you where the heck have you been my whole life? I think that's what I would say. My whole life. Where have you been my whole life? So if I do it here, where the heck have you been my whole life? Where the heck have you been? So you're going to emphasize some kind of emphasis. Where the heck have you been my whole life? Where the heck have you been my whole life? Maybe Ben. I have to watch my accent. Where the heck have you been my whole life? My whole life. I think just keeps coming down because it's a where question. There's no yes, no answer. Um, where the heck have you been my whole life? Where the heck have you been my whole life? Like that. And words. So we had words from last Wednesday that we didn't get to. So those are the ones I cut and paste and have this weird line. And then new words. So poorer. When you make the pour, hold your tongue in the R position and then just make the R noise. Poorer. Poorer. You have to have a break. Poorer. If not, it'll just sound like pour. So you need to make poorer with the keep your tongue in that position, but stop the voice and start the voice. Poorer. Weirder. Weirder. Lots of curling back for the R. Weirder. Arboretum. Arboretum. It looks like it should be perfectly arboretum, but in regular fast speech, it just gets reduced to an arbor. Arboretum. Arboretum. Oh, come back. And qualitatively. Qualitatively. And this is 5 syllables, so it's clear over here. Qualitatively. Qualitatively. Bizarre. So 2 syllables, stress on the second syllable. Bizarre. Bizarre. And the same ah vowel is stressed in bargain. Bargain. And path. Very American for this one. Um, So keep your jaw open and lips back. Path. And whether it's singular or plural, it will sound the same because it's not stressed, the man part, and we don't really say it like man, like gentle man. It's pushed together as one word now, and the stress is on the first syllable. Gentleman. We don't have to say that T. Gentleman. And so they sound the same. You don't know which one I said, 11 or 12, but in context, you would. Um, my example was you can ask that gentleman over there or the gentleman over there. So you know it's singular with the, and in context, maybe there's only one guy standing over there. This one, plural. Ladies and gentlemen, it's always plural. Fascinated. This is fascinated. The nay gets a little longer because it's secondary stress, and secondary stress gets longer but not higher. Fascinated. Fascinated. Focusing. This led to a little conversation of foe, making the American O sound as 2 parts. So it's not just a full, but foe. Even starting more towards the with the tongue low and pulled back. Foe. Foe. You have to move. There's excuse me, 2 parts. Focusing. Focusing. Opponent, another O as the stressed vowel. Opponent, opponent. And rationale, 1, 2, 3, rationale. And if there's no E, it's rational. Stress on the first syllable, rational. And the last word, international. And so we don't say the T, you can say international, but most native speakers are going to skip the T and say international. That's it. That went by rather quickly. I should make a recording of the side trip we took looking at the WASP program and talking about voiced and voiceless T and D and the sentence pattern. I still need to make a video for that, so I'll try to do that soon. Thank you, and I hope to see you again.